वेलकम एवरीवन। वेलकम टू माय चैनल लीगल इन्फॉर्मेशन बाय लाभ सिंह संधू। आज मैं आपके साथ एविडेंस एक्ट की सेक्शन 14 टू 16 डिस्कस करने जा रहा हूँ। फर्स्ट इज सेक्शन 14। सेक्शन 14 says any facts showing existence of state of mind or of body or bodily feeling, मतलब कोई भी फैक्ट जो स्टेट ऑफ माइंड को या कोई बॉडी की या बॉडी की फीलिंग को शो करे वो रेलिवेंट फैक्ट होगा। अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस सेक्शन any facts which show the existence of any state of mind। अब स्टेट ऑफ माइंड क्या होगी? मैंने आपके साथ पहले भी प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स में इंटेंशन के बारे में डिस्कस किया है। इंटेंशन क्या होती है, स्टेट ऑफ माइंड क्या होती है। जैसे मैंने मैंसरिया के बारे में डिस्कस किया था, दैट इज गिल्टी इंटेंशन, इट मे बी बैड इंटेंशन, इट मे बी फ्रॉडुलेंट इंटेंशन। उसी तरह हर एक पर्सन की जब वो क्राइम करता है या कोई भी एक्ट होता है तो उसकी एक पर्सन की स्टेट ऑफ माइंड होती है। दैट स्टेट ऑफ माइंड मे बी इंटेंशन, knowledge, good faith, negligence, rashness, ill will और good will। तो these are state of mind। अगर किसी भी एक्ट में या किसी भी ऑफेंस में या ओमिशन में अगर ये स्टेट ऑफ माइंड होगी किसी भी बॉडी की या बॉडीली फीलिंग की या किसी भी पर्सन के रिगार्डिंग, तो वो रेलिवेंट फैक्ट होगी। बट इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि ये स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है बॉडी की या बॉडीली फीलिंग की, ये खुद फैक्टिंग इशू होनी चाहिए या फैक्टिंग इशू से कनेक्टेड होनी चाहिए, तभी ये रेलिवेंट होगी। जैसे मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूँ, ए हिट बी बाई कार। अब अगर ए बी को हिट करता है कार से, तब इसमें क्या हो सकता है? He has intention to cause death of B. He has knowledge that hitting by A to B may cause death of B. A hit B in good faith in order to save the life of many person. A hit B due to negligence. A hit B because he is driving car with rashness. A hit B because he wants to take revenge. He has ill will towards B and he wants to take revenge from B. That's why he killed B. Or in goodwill, goodwill that he wants to save any other person and due to that reason inadvertently he killed B. So there may be any circumstances. So these are state of mind. Next is explanation 1 and 2 of section 14. Explanation 1 says state of mind not exist generally, but it must be exist related to particular matter in question। मैंने आपसे पहले कहा अभी कोई फैक्टिंग इश्यू होना चाहिए, उसके रिगार्डिंग स्टेट ऑफ माइंड होना चाहिए। जैसे मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया अभी, ए हिट बी बाई कार, तो उसमें क्या स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है, उसकी ए की क्या स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है, ये रेलिवेंट है। तो जो ए ने हिट किया बी को कार से, तो उसमें जो उसकी स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है वो रेलिवेंट है, बिकॉज दैट इज रिलेटेड टू पर्टिकुलर मैटर इन क्वेश्चन, not related to irrelevant facts। Next is explanation 2। In a trial, previous commission of offense is relevant। जहाँ पे भी किसी भी ट्रायल में previous commission of offense जो है वो relevant होगा, तब उस ट्रायल में previous conviction भी relevant हो जाती है। ये काफी जुडिशियल के प्रीलिम एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है सेक्शन 14 एक्सप्लेनेशन 2 का। नाउ आई विल डिस्कस इलस्ट्रेशन ऑफ सेक्शन 14। इस सेक्शन की इलस्ट्रेशन है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। फर्स्ट इलस्ट्रेशन है, A is accused of receiving the stolen goods। It is proved that A in the possession of particular stolen article। Fact that at the same time he was in possession of many other stolen article is relevant। क्यों relevant है ये? उसको knowledge थी कि उसके पास stolen article है और उसके पास इसके अलावा और भी stolen article हैं, इसलिए this fact is relevant as knowledge of the person। A is accused of fraudulently delivering to another person a counterfeit coin। When he delivered that coin, he knew that that coin is counterfeit। The fact that he possessed number of other counterfeit coin is relevant fact, and this fact is also relevant that he is previously convicted in this regard। Illustration C, A sue B for damage done by dog of B, which he knew that the dog is ferocious। The fact that dog has previously bitten X, Y, and Z, and they had also made complaint to B in this regard, is also a relevant fact in that case। Next illustration is, A accepted bill of exchange with the knowledge that the pay is fictitious। Fact that A had done it many of time and accepted bill of exchange as fictitious person is also a relevant fact. Next is A is accused of defaming B by publication of imputation. Fact that previous publication regarding ill will on the part of A with the intention to harm the reputation of B are relevant. But if there is no previous quarrel between A and B, and A does not intend to harm the reputation of B, and he has repeated only what he has heard, then it cannot be said that he has ill will toward B. Next is A sued by B and C for fraudulent representation that he was solvent. Fact that when he represented, he was supposed to be solvent by neighbors and by person dealing with him is relevant fact. Next is illustration G. A sued by B for price of work. A's defense that his contract was with C. Fact that A has paid all payment to C and C has taken management of all the work is relevant fact. Next is A is accused of dishonest misappropriation of property, which he found. Fact that public notice was given is relevant fact, which show that A in good faith believed that real owner of the property was not found. But fact that a false public notice given by C to claim that property who heard that property was found by A is also relevant because it was in the knowledge of A that C wants to falsely claim that property. So that is also a relevant fact. Next is A charged with shooting at B with intent to kill him. Fact that A previously shot at B is also a relevant fact showing the intention of A to kill B. Next is A charged with sending threatening letter to B. Previous threatening letter sent by A to B may be proved as showing the intention of A. A is guilty of cruelty towards B, his wife. Expression of feeling towards each other before or after the cruelty are relevant fact. Next is question whether A's death caused by poison. Statement by A during his illness are symptoms showing that whether death of A is caused by poison or not are relevant. Question that what was the health of A when life insurance was affected? Statement by A regarding his health when the life insurance was affected is relevant fact. Next illustration is A sued B for negligence, providing carriers not fit for use. Due to that, A got injury. Fact that B's attention was drawn on other occasion that carriage was not fit for use is also a relevant fact. Or fact that B was habitually negligent is irrelevant fact. A is tried for crime. A has particular intention to commit crime is relevant fact. But general disposition regarding to commit a crime is irrelevant fact. Next is section 15. Section 15 says fact that whether act is accidental or intentional. When act is done with particular knowledge or intention, or it becomes part of series of act, which becomes part of similar occurrence, is a relevant fact. मतलब आपको कभी भी कोई फैक्ट पता करना है कोई फैक्ट एक्सीडेंटल है या इंटेंशनल है अगर उस फैक्ट में किसी पर्सन की पर्टिकुलर नॉलेज या इंटेंशन शो हो उस फैक्ट के रिगार्डिंग तब वो फैक्ट रेलिवेंट फैक्ट होगा because this act becomes part of that occurrence which occurs similar to that fact in issue or relevant fact. Illustration of section 15. A is accused of burning down of house to obtain insurance money. Fact that A lived in various houses and each and every house got burnt down and A has received payment of insurance from different offices is relevant fact. This question is whether false entry in account book is accidental or intentional. Fact that other entries are also false is relevant fact, showing the intention that the fact is intentional. Another illustration is A is accused of fraudulent delivery of counterfeit coin. Fact that soon after delivery of counterfeit coin, he delivered the coin to C, D, and E is also a relevant fact. Next is section 16. Existence of course of business. Any course of business which naturally would have been done, and that is relevant fact. For example, any government offices, work done by any government authority or undertaking is relevant fact. Its illustration is question is whether particular letter dispatched in ordinary course of business are letters placed at certain place like post office. That letter also placed on that place is relevant fact. Next is question is that particular letter reached a fact that letter is posted in due course through post office is relevant fact. So friends, this is the section 14 to 16 of Evidence Act. Thank you.